All right, shalom, shalom. Real Hebrew Israelite coming week in, week out to prophesy the downfall of America and society. I want to start out giving all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders and GMS and brothers that sincerely doing this work, and the few sisters that are listening and learning, being obedient to their husbands. This the brother Modest Awoyanya, A.K.A. Mataz, and I'm coming back with another quick video. And basically, I'm laying backing on this brother. I don't know his name. I can't tell you. Uh, I think the GMS was that consciousness is key guy. Yeah, GMS consciousness is key. That's his page. Y'all can subscribe and follow. But I'm laying backing on that brother because he was saying some real things that a lot of brothers need to work on, and they need to work on the excessive drinking so much, on that constantly just drinking all the time. You don't need to have a drink all the time. It's not good for you, man. It could kill you. You know, like he was saying, he barely drink. I barely drink. I don't drink like that, and I only drink mostly wine, red wine at that. That's what I mostly only drink, and I only drink it on um maybe Saturdays, but sometimes, but usually Sundays and Mondays. That's it. That's the only time I really drink red wine, and I don't drink it at all. And those are the days I take off work. Other than that, I don't do any type of saucing. I don't sauce. I don't do none of that. I don't be all in my salt. None of that. I pretty much chill out and take that serious because you don't want to be doing that, man. It's not good for you, man. You know, it can really hurt you. It can kill you, man. It can kill you. You know, ain't nothing wrong with drinking, but you don't want to be getting overly messed up, man. You don't want to be a drunkard waking up and then you defiling your temple when you're doing that, man. So, matter of fact, let me hit the scripture because it's not wrong to have a drink. It's not wrong to drink hard liquor or just wine. You could have, it don't matter. You could have both, but you have to do it in moderation. You should be doing it in moderation. You shouldn't be drinking constantly like crazy. But I wanted to hit this. This is Proverbs 31:4. It is not for kings, O Lemuel, it is not for kings to drink wine, nor for princes strong drink, lest they drink and forget the law and pervert the judgment of any of the afflicted. So if you drinking, you're not supposed to forget the laws, man. And one of the laws say don't be a drunkard, man. You're not supposed to be waking up constantly drinking every day. You need a drink, man. That's a problem. That's actually being wicked, man. You overly doing something. You overly indulging in something. You hurting yourself. You're not supposed to do that. That's not good for you. You're supposed to be able to balance that. You know, you got to take care of this temple we in. This temple is precious right now because we have to be in it. We have to be able to have the ability to go out and preach in it. We need to be able to eat the right things. You need to be able to constantly keep this body rest, all of that. You don't want to be putting all of this bull crap in your body and you're killing yourself, man. It's not good. It's not good at all. And it says, give strong drink unto him that is ready to perish, and wine unto those that be of a heavy heart. So it's not nothing wrong with having a little hard drink, because people say, oh, you can't drink. Yes, you can. You can have hard drink. As you can see, I just read that in the Bible. And you can have wine. Sometimes you be a little sad, you need a little wine, but it's a balance. It's not an everyday thing, man. You can't constantly be indulging in these things every time you ready to die. Oh man, I need some strong drink, or you having a heavy heart, you sad, your woman just broke your heart. Oh, I need to drink some wine. Man, come on, man. You gotta be able to control it, and that goes for you sisters out there as well. Should control your drinking. A lot of y'all drink too much and be killing yourselves, man. Like I saw this Saturday, some girl overly drunk, she throwing up by the bus stop. You know, it's just unladylike as well, man. That's not what a woman supposed to be doing. Unladylike. That's just regular females. Like I said, you come on my channel and you hear me say regular females, that mean they're not a woman, a wife, or a servant to a man, because wife um means a woman, and woman goes back to wife or servant. And when the last time had they been there for a man, really? They don't even care about even satisfying a man these days, or being a help meet. So that's unladylike. You shouldn't be getting overly drunk and all. Man, that's disgusting. Anyway, it's not cute. You know, it's not nice. It's really wicked, to be honest. But I was gonna let this brother video play. I just kind of took some parts I wanted and some parts I didn't want it. You know, so I'm gonna let it play. So give me a second. I want to say this. Let this be a warning to you brothers that abuse alcohol. Let this be a warning to you brothers that abuse alcohol. And I'm going to go ahead and play this video. Okay, I'm going to play a couple. Actually, I'm going to try to play a couple videos, all right, that I went through. Okay, so you brothers can see the effects of drinking too damn much. All right, your liver and your body needs time to regenerate after you drink alcohol. Okay, and there's a limit to how much you could drink per night. Okay, I never drink back to back. Matter of fact, I don't drink. I don't even drink in the same week. Okay, you understand? And I'm not really about hard liquor. I mostly drink red wine. That's the same as me.
But you know what I'm saying? Your body needs, your liver needs like 4 days to regenerate from the alcohol. Okay, it needs 4 days. So drinking one day and then drinking the next day, that's not the way to go. You're doing too much to your liver. Now let's go ahead and play this.
In alcoholic cirrhosis, liver failure in alcoholic cirrhosis patients are the sickest patients
you can ever possibly imagine. My name is Cody. I'm an ex-alcoholic. I used to drink 30 shots a day. I survived liver failure, cardiac arrest, ascites, esophageal varices, pancreatitis, hepatitis, man. I'm telling you, when I went into the hospital, I was bright yellow. My jaundice levels were 30.6. The doctors came in and brought in a staff of nurses and said, "Hey, nurses, I want you to pay real close attention. This is what death looks like." They literally used my body as a training facility to prep nurses for the psychological and emotional damage that comes along with watching someone die from end stage or stage 4 cirrhosis. Now, I ended up in the hospital because 2 veins burst in my throat while I was sleeping. I was taking a nap. Veins bursted up, my stomach filled with blood, and guess what happened? I got sick. I made it to the bathroom, only a few steps away, more high than I've ever been in my entire life. It was from the withdrawals from alcohol. I didn't have my medicine for at least 6 hours. I threw up an entire stomach full of blood. Those nurses, they watch people that have extreme dependencies literally bleed out because they can't stop the bleeding that happens inside their throat. That's called esophageal varices. As a matter of fact, these nurses are watching 3.5 million people die from alcohol every single year, and I was one of them. I got to the hospital just in time. They sewed up my throat, and the surgery was so intense that my heart stopped. They had to put me in ICU and bring me back to life, dude. All to find out that I was dying from liver failure, dude. More people were gonna die from drinking less alcohol than I did. So many people were gonna die just from practicing alcoholic behavior. Do you know how many nurses I've met? Do you know how many nurses I've personally worked with as a recovery specialist through the Beyond Sober program? Women Men, technicians, liver transplant technicians, doctors are connecting with me, literally saying, this is the most gruesome and excruciating and painful thing to watch. I am literally consuming the same poison that's destroying my patient. People reach out to me when they're bright yellow on their deathbed in hospice in the mere hopes that I can say something or bring.
So I want to read this.
I'm gonna pause real quick and I'm gonna get some scriptures myself.
I never would have thought at the age of 43.
Let me pause that. But yeah, let me get that defile your temple, because this is what I'm saying. All that excessive drinking, you're really destroying yourself. You're not supposed to be doing that. You know? Don't defile your temple. Don't defile your temple.
To help, could you please provide the full phrase?
Shut up. All right, let me get that. This is on 1 Corinthians. What was that? 1 Corinthians 3 and 17. It says, if any man defileth the temple of the Most High Power God, him shall the Most High Power God destroy. For the temple of the Most High Power God is holy, which temple ye are. So yeah, the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua literally say he will destroy you if you defile your temple. And that's a part of destroying yourself. You're doing that excessive drinking, you're hurting yourself. It's not good for you. Like I said, I don't even drink that much. I barely drink. And when I do drink some wine, I literally only drink just a cup. I don't even drink over that. That's it. You know, I'm cool, man. I really ain't. I'm not a big drinker. You know, it's not. It ain't really all of that. You know, I just need a little bit, and I'm cool. You know, and I'll only drink on Sundays and Mondays. That's it. And I don't drink no more after that. I gotta work. I got things to do. I got business to handle anyway. I work out. I take care of my body. And like I said, I only drink wine anyway. I'm not even drinking all that hard liquor. Like I used to drink hard liquor, but I really didn't even drink it like that, you know. So it really wasn't really too hard for me not to really drink it anyway like that. Like every blue moon, I might take a shot, and that's it, and I'm cool. You know, other than that, I don't be doing all. I don't need all that drinking, man, because it's not good for you. It's not wise. You know, you're not supposed to be a drunkard anyway. Waking up constantly, gotta drink, gotta drink, gotta drink. You know, don't be a drunkard. KJV. Let me get that. Ephesians 5 and 18. This is Ephesians 5 and 18. It says, let me highlight that. It says, Ephesians 5 and 18, and be not drunk with wine, wherein is excessive, but be filled with the Spirit. So how you gonna be in the spirit of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, you constantly drunk all the goddamn time, man? How you gonna be in the spirit? You're not gonna be in the spirit. You know, you're not gonna be filled with the Holy Spirit, to filled with Yahweh Bashem Yahushua in you if you constantly drunk. You waking up every day, gotta have a drink. You gotta have a drink. You know, I think it's a scripture that says that, man. You know, constantly, like you just can't chill. You know, this every day, it's constantly got to be a drunkard. I think it wake up not for a drink, KJV. Maybe it's in the apocryphal.
You're likely thinking of Proverbs, chapter 20, verse 35, in the King James Version. It describes addiction, ending with the words, "When shall I awake? I will seek it yet again."
Let me see. I'm gonna get it. Proverbs 20. What's that? It's Proverbs 23 and 35. Proverbs 23 and 35. And it says, they that have stricken me shall say, and I am not. Nah, that's not it. That don't really. No. It's some in that effect, man. I have to see where it's at. I have to find it. But yeah, man, there's that constantly like, man, I gotta have a drink. 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 No, man, it's not good to be doing that to yourself. You don't want to hurt yourself. At the end of the day, man, we're supposed to be the wisest people on the planet. How can we say we the wisest people on the planet, and every day you drunk? You got, man. Look, you know. Let me play a little more of this video, then I'm gonna back to the scriptures.
So I've been trying to get up all day to cook Thanksgiving. It hurts too bad.
And this woman has no sense either. She drank 24/7 for 10 years. She said she drank every day. She would drink a handle, which is 1.75 of vodka. Oh my God. 1.75 of vodka, a handle of vodka, along with like 750 ml of some amaretto. And then she's like, well, I never thought that this would happen to me. How the hell? First of all, your body gives you signs. And you gotta drink, you gotta be drinking milk thistle. You gotta drink some turmeric tea, milk thistle tea. These things regenerate the liver, man. Learn how to, and the Elder Pastor says we have to know how to heal ourselves, man. After I drink, when I drink, after that, the next day, I'm sipping on that milk thistle, man. I'm sipping on that turmeric tea to help regenerate the liver better. Okay?
To cancel lunch today with my parents. That was my birthday lunch because I couldn't get up. Every time I take the eating pad off my stomach, it hurts. You guys, please be careful tonight. I know for you teenagers, it's Blackout Wednesday, where you guys get super drunk and black out so you guys can have an awesome hangover for tomorrow and then grub on Thanksgiving. I'm seeing all these videos of Blackout Wednesday. And this is what alcohol did to me. Please be careful tonight for yourself.
Yeah, because drink.
Yeah, I think that's all I really yeah, for me personally. So yeah, man. Like I was saying, matter of fact, I'm gonna get that because, like I said, man, you females, man, doing that overly drinking, man, you should be at home anyway, making sure the home is straight. Before your husband get back, because the leader supposed to overall oversee what's going on in the home. Is you getting the home in order, man? This is Titus 2:3. It says the aged woman likewise, that they be in behavior as becoming holiness, not false accusers, not giving too much wine, teachers of good thing. And that wine can go into doctrine as well, but it also can go into actual wine, not drinking all the time. You got to focus in the home. You got duties to do. You got to make sure the house is in order. That's what she get. She over there crying on the bed, sick as hell, dying, because she drinking 24/7 a day for 10 years straight. You out of your mind. That's crazy. You know? Can't stop the drinking. Or I could drink somebody under the table. Like, man, you out of your mind. You gonna die. You gonna meet yourself to an early grave doing that. You know? That's why it's good to get yourself in order, man, with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. I don't believe in Jesus either. His name ain't Jesus. His name Yahweh Shai. Jesus goes back to Cesare Borgia. Look it up. Cesare Borgia, it was the one that opposed for that image. Because the Messiah, Yahweh Shai, is a so-called black man with woolly hair. White hair that is made of wool. Simple as that. Just want to throw that out there because that person said that on the comment on my other page. But yeah, man. It's very important, man. This is your duties, that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husband, to love their children, to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husband, that the word of the Most High Power God be not blasphemed. And that's simple as that, man. So you got to get yourself in order, man. You getting yourself out of order. Guess what, man? You gonna meet yourself to an early grave. This is not. Look, you gotta be wise. Like, it's a balance, man. That's a look. The Lord said, man. Let me get this. Proverbs 11:1. A false balance is an abomination to the Lord Yahweh, but a just weight is His delight. That's a false balance. When you overly drinking, that's false. That's a false balance. You're out of balance with yourself, because to be in balance, right? You're not going to do something that's going to harm you, right? So you're gonna do things that's gonna be good for you, not things that's gonna, take you out. You don't want to take yourself out the game because you overly doing it, man. No, man. Look, ain't nothing wrong. Like I said, it's good to have some drink. It's good to enjoy yourself, but you're supposed to drink in moderation. Let me get that. Let me get that, man. Drink in moderation. KJV Apocrypha. Let me get that,
The
man.
King James Version of Apocrypha, specifically the book of Sirach or Ecclesiasticus, chapter 31.
Okay, let me get that. Ecclesiasticus. Because you supposed to drink in moderation anyway, man. All that overly drinking, overly getting drunk every day. I gotta have a bottle. I gotta get messed up. It's really depressed. Really, a lot of y'all people are depressed, man. And y'all really don't love yourselves. That's what it is. And then that goes for you, brother, you Akim in the truth, man. What are you so depressed about, man? Yeah, we in hell. Yeah, we go through a lot. Okay, yeah, we understand, man. We all go through something, man. It ain't hard. Some of us got women, and we want our women to be in order, and so a lot of them be out of order, so that can kind of stress you out, But hey, man, if that's the case, get rid of her. Don't kill yourself over some stupidity stuff, man. It ain't that deep. You can always get you a new woman. These females come and go anyway. They come and go, man. They like a revolving door. Unless they really on your side. Like, and I ain't talking about you sisters out there that actually listening and learning, and that's on point. If the shoe fit, wear it. If the shoe don't fit, don't wear it. But this is Ecclesiasticus 31:27. Wine is as good as life to a man. And yes, it's good to have a little drink every blue moon. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You should be able to enjoy a little drink. You should be able to have that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with treating yourself good to some. Ain't nothing wrong with having them. You want to relax, lay your head down. You just want to, mellow out. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You could do that, man. We have certain type of liberties we can do, man. That's not gonna go against the Most High. Simple as that. So it's okay. It's things you can do that's cool. But the overly doing it, that's where the problem come in. That's where the sin come in, man. When you going off, you tweaking now. Now you tweaking. You doing all of this extra SS drinking, destroying yourself, man. Don't do that to yourself. Get yourself in order. And you Akim, you brethren, get yourself in order. Get yourself in order, man. Go to the gym. That should be your drink right there. Go to the gym. Go work out. Do something constructive, man. Go to the lakefront. Go to the beach or something. Sit and enjoy the water. Do things that's gonna make you happy. Go walk in the forest or something. Go take a hike. Go bike riding. Do something that's constructive, man. That's gonna be good to the soul, to the spirit, man. But let me go ahead and read a little more. It says, if it be drunk, if it be drunk moderately, with what life is it then to a man that is without wine? For it was made to make man glad. Like I said, it was made to make you glad. It was made to make you feel good. But in moderation, moderately, you supposed to drink it moderately. It ain't supposed to be no everyday excessive. I gotta drink. I gotta have a bottle. I gotta do this. No, you're killing yourself. You don't want to kill yourself, man. That's not good for you. Yahweh Shem Shai never told us to do that, man. You know, you want to be in line with the Most High. Always be in line with the Most High, man. You know, get yourself in some type of order. But wine drunken with excessive maketh bitterness of the mind. So overly drinking, excessive drinking, man. Excessive drinking. That's why a lot of these people be crashing their cars and dying, you know, getting put to death on the weekends, man. Cause they overly drinking, doing too much, speeding. They want to get overly drunk and then drive in the car. Like, are you out of your mind? Why you think? Hey, man, at the same time, I'm glad they put these DUI on a lot of you people, man, and taking away y'all license and stuff. I'm kind of glad because, man, y'all could kill somebody out here for real, man. You know, people like, oh, man, that's bogus. No, man, it's kind of good for y'all, man. But you could kill somebody, man. You could literally put somebody to death because you are actually, that's murdering. It's not kill. The kill is righteous act. You actually can murder somebody, man, because you overly drunk. You could crash into somebody, or you driving crazy, make somebody spin off the road because of your crazy driving, because you all messed up and your mind all out of order and all delirious, man. No, man, it's not good. You know, it says mind with brawling. Now you want to fight. You see that all the time. These females want to brawl and fight each other. They be drunk. This ain't how about Shemi Abishai roll. He don't do it. That's not what he do. That's not what he's about. He's not gonna make you look. The Most High ain't gonna cause you to commit a sin, man. Y'all be crazy. Y'all think the Most High caused you to commit a sin or something? No, he didn't do that. Brawling and quarreling, you know. So you constantly want to argue, want to get it. Man, that's not, look, man. I don't even want to be around people like that. If you can't handle your liquor when you do drink, don't come around me, man. Do that at home in your own place. Stay at home when you do that, man. Don't come around me. I don't want you throwing up. You may throw up in my car. Don't come around me if you can't handle your liquor, man. And that goes for you, Akim. I'm talking to you brothers in this truth, man. Mostly. Don't come around me with that, man. Because you will get cursed out when you get sober. Because you can't rebuke them at the wine. You can't rebuke them while they drunk. So because they ain't going to get it. It's going to go over their head. Drunkenness increaseth the fool till he offend. So that's what I'm saying. You could offend people, man. Now you all ragey and wanna do all this, do the absolute most. You don't want to be doing the most, man. Man, for real, man. That ain't what you own. We ain't on that. We ain't on that, man. That's not how we roll, man. Especially you being in this truth, man. We supposed to be men of the Lord, not fools, man. We ain't fools, man. It diminishes strength and maketh wounds. Exactly. So it's just not good, man. It's not good, man. Like I said, you can't say nothing to that person when they in that mode anyway. You gotta wait till they sober up. The best thing to do is record them. and show them how stupid they look. Show them how retarded they look. Record them and show it back to them. Show them how stupid they look, man. You know, if you a real friend, because a real friend is gonna tell somebody about themselves, man. A real brother is gonna tell, a real sister is gonna tell you about yourself when you're doing something that's off. They're gonna make sure they ain't suffering sin upon you anyway. So they're gonna tell you right from wrong. Now, these people out here that is recording and laughing and thinking it's funny, they're not your real friends. They're not your real sister, brother or sister. Not. Because a real friend, a real brother or sister is going to tell you right from wrong. And they're going to let you know, like, hey, look, you was tweaking. You was out of order. You was doing this. You was doing that. You was getting into it with people. You was running down the street butt naked. You know, like, I'm being for real. Like, some people may get too drunk and be do some dumb, retarded stuff like that. You know, that's why it's not good to be overly doing that, man. It's not good. It says, rebuke not thy neighbor at the wine, and despise him not in his in his mirth. Give him no despite the despiteful words, and pass not upon him with un ungrieving pass not upon him with ungrieving him to drink. Encouraging him to drink, and pass not upon him with encouraging him to drink. So you having them drink more. Hey, drunk, chug, 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 chug. You know how people be doing it. You basically giving them more drink they don't need. You encouraging them to do more. No, man. You tell them to chill out. Like, hey, look, you try to relax them. You try to help them. You want to be a help to them. You want to, try to see if you can get them home safely and stuff like that. That's what you want to do. You want to make sure that they straight. But that's why. Then when they sober up, now you tell them about themselves. Now you let them know, look, you was completely out of order. You was tweaking hard. You shouldn't have been doing too much. You know, that you look ashamed, man. You should be ashamed of yourself. Straight up. You should be ashamed of yourself, man. You know? That's not the way to go, and that's not an Israelite model. That's a heathen behavior. And we not heathens, man. We're not heathens, man. That's a heathen behavior. You know? Straight up. You don't want to be in that type of spirit. That's not the spirit you want to be in. You want to do the right thing as much as you can, man. Because hey, guess what, man? Yahweh Shem Yahushua at any given moment can kill you, man. He could put you to death for that, man. He could put you to death for this, and you'll think that's the minute, littlest thing ever, but you can get put to death for this something like that. And Yahweh Shem Yahushua don't have no problems doing it. He ain't got no hesitations of putting your ass to death, man. It's no hesitation when it comes to the Most High. So the best thing, your best bet, get yourself in order. Stop doing the excessive drinking, tweaking. And get right with your how about Shimmy Yahushua before it's too late, man. If you in that spirit of doing that, man, that's not good. You shouldn't even be in that spirit at all. Walking around crazy. I see somebody right now walking crazy. He all drunk, looking stupid, man. This is what I'm saying, man. Our own people, man, looking retarded and dumb and about to ask me for something. I'm sorry, nope, I don't got nothing for you, man. No, I ain't got nothing, bro. Sorry about that. That's what I'm saying, man. Just looking foolish, man. That's not good, man. Um, that's a good one. Yeah. Actually, I just read all that. Man. So yeah, man, get yourself in order with your how about Shem Yahushua. Do the right thing. Don't be a fool out here, looking stupid and retarded, looking dumb like these people out here, man. Um, Get yourself on point, with your how about Shimmy Shai as much as you can. And don't, man. Let me get this light out my face right here, man. Cause it's a little light. Man, don't be doing all that stupid stuff, man. Straight up. It's best to do what you can for your how about Shimmy Shai, and don't be out here looking stupid, man. Straight up, the Lord is not with that, man. The Lord will kick you out this truth for that. For something simple, this that little, you think the Most High won't destroy you for that. Matter of fact, I got two more scriptures. I'm about to close this, man. I'm about to close this. Excuse me, Salakia. Let me get this one of my favorite scriptures right here. This Ecclesiasticus 5:15. Be not ignorant of anything in a great matter or small. You shouldn't be ignorant in that. That's a very small matter, and the Lord to get rid of you just for something that little. It says, "He that contemneth little small things shall fall little by little." So just for that little, some so little minute, you could destroy yourself. You know, you could destroy yourself for this something that minute. You know, so get yourself in order. Don't be playing around. Don't be no drunkard. Don't be out here defiling your temple. The Lord will judge you for that. So with that, I want to give all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders and GMS and brothers that are sincerely doing this work. And the few sisters that are listening and learning and being obedient to their husband. Keep pushing and doing the work. Shalom Barakathum and the Barber Ball. And literally my miles on my gas say 144. Call aloud Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Shalom Barakathum and the Barber Ball.